Welcome back to the Hawkeye Garage. I'm Joe. This week's video is a video I've been talking about doing for quite some time, and now that the weather has finally turned and I've got to put these tires through all of winter, I figured it would be a good time to talk about and tell you about these Cooper Evolution MT tires. Stay tuned. Okay, real quick backstory. These tires were the off-road duty tires for our built 4th gen when we were doing off-road stuff. Unfortunately, we never really got to put them through their paces much because, of course, you all know that vehicle got totaled. So they ended up thus far being our daily driver tires on the GX all through winter. And they've been great. So let's go ahead and talk about them. They are the Cooper Evolution MTs in the 285/70/17 size and a load rating C. So they're a little bit tougher than your normal light SUV tires. Not quite as tough, sidewall speaking, as your big E-rated tires for 3/4 ton, 1 ton, real heavy-duty purpose-built towing and off-road vehicles. So they still have a little squish in the sidewall for comfort, and these tires are perfectly comfortable. They've been great as our daily driver tires. We have no complaints about them. I've talked about the noise a little bit in the past because, of course, yes, they are extremely aggressive and very dirty at the moment. The noise is not bad. They have gotten to the point where we notice the noise more because we notice it because we're used to it half the time, and then half the time we don't notice it at all because we're used to it. So it's kind of a 50-50 thing. Usually we notice it more, and by say we, me, and Mrs. HSW, we notice it when there's no children in the car talking to us. So there's that. In the snow, like on snowy plowed roads, unplowed roads, stuff like that, they were phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic tires. I got to the point where I was just like plowing through stuff this winter, like unplowed snow drifts and like plowed up banks in the parking lots and stuff, because these tires combined with the lift height and the all-wheel drive and my front skid plate, like, it was just comical the way that these things just churned through things, through the snow, and it's great. So as far as that, snow, A+ rating from me. Dry roads, A+ rating, perfectly fine. Of course, with a tread design like this where it's real blocky, they are going to want to kind of follow grooving in the road. If there's like some wear in the road, some track wear in pavement, it's going to want to kind of follow that because of the big lugs and the lack of excessive siping. But it's great. They're great. In the rain, same thing. I can say that as far as wet roads, really only on wet roads that we drove these on was after our accident. And if I'm honest, I was a little gun shy. Of course, our accident didn't happen on a wet paved road. It was on a dry gravel road. But with the big tread lugs, I was just a little gun shy. I had no reason to be. They were fine, again, on the pavement. They tend to track a little bit where they want, but they steered great. They rode great. And fantastic traction in the wet. So nothing to worry about there. Unfortunately, I can't really speak to the mud. There are a mud terrain. I don't drive in mud. I've gotten to a point in my life where I don't want to crawl under a vehicle that's been mudding to try and fix it, whether it's still wet mud or dried caked on mud. So I try to steer clear of mud regardless. Even if we had done like a real heavy off-road trip in this, I would have stayed away from mud. But I'm pretty sure you all can judge by the lugs on there that they've been great. Also, big rocks, they would have been great. There's not really any question, I don't think, about how these would perform on a real off-road scenario. It's more how are they going to do daily and how are they going to hold up. So on a couple other videos where I talked about these tires, somebody had made a comment about these tires not having really aggressive tread pattern. So I don't know if they were looking at the wrong tires or had the wrong information or whatever. These tires, honestly, I'm not sure how much mileage are on them. Probably between 2,000 and 3,000 miles. And this is just a front tire. We still are at 17/32 tread depth. And I think they were 18 when they were new. And this is a front, so it's going to get a little bit more wear than normal. That was part of the reason I chose these tires, because of the really aggressive tread. If you didn't know, not all tire sizes are created equally. It's kind of like shoe sizes or pant sizes. Just because your shoe is a size 10 doesn't mean they're all going to fit and be sized exactly the same. It's kind of up to the manufacturer how they want to do it. On paper, these are 54 pounds, which is a really good weight for a tire this big, and I did weigh them, and I think they were like 53, 54, 55. Our scale, or the scale that we use to weigh ourselves, so it's as accurate as it can be, goes in hundredths places or tenths places, so they were all right in there. And they are sized at, I think, 32.8 or 32.9 inches as what they state the overall height is. Now these mounted up and under load are like 32.25 inches. And of course, that's, like I said, that's under load. And these wheels, for reference, because the width of your wheel is going to change how your tire inflates, therefore affecting the overall height, are 7.5 inch wide TRD wheels, 4Runner wheels. So there's that. Anyway, great looking tire, extremely well performing tire, and all the conditions that I put it through: dry road pavement, wet pavement, snow everywhere, gravel roads, highways, because we did actually take a little road trip with these on the 4Runner. They're great. So, of course, we're switching away from these because on this build I've decided to only have one set of tires, one size, none of that daily driver and off-road stuff like I did on the 4Runner. And we have just decided we're going to go for something slightly less aggressive, maybe just a little bit quieter. Actually, I don't have my roof rack on the GX like I had on the 4Runner, so there's no wind noise like the 4Runner had, and that's part of the reason why we notice this more. It's not bad in any sense of the word. I would still run these daily and drive across the country, no problem. But they're going to be worth more if I sell them for what I'm needing if I go to something a little bit less aggressive. That'll be coming hopefully within the next month when camper towing and road trip season starts back up. So we'll be going away from these. Anyway, I'm going to try to keep this video short. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down below. I'll answer those the best that I can. And email me, hawkeyeskunkworks@gmail.com. Hopefully this answers some of your questions on the Evos. They're a pretty popular tire, but not a whole lot out there information-wise about them. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my Instagram, my Facebook, follow the links in the description over there. And of course, I post a lot more over there besides once a week, which is what the schedule is for videos. Every Sunday I drop a video, but for the next few weeks, I'm going to try my hardest to start dropping a Wednesday video as well with mountain bike content. Real short videos, trying to do something with mountain bike audience to build the following there. Just trying to get some more views on the channel, showing off some other things that I really enjoy doing and building mountain bikes. So, other than that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, be sure to do that. Check out the videos about the 4Runner if you're curious about that build, what these were on before this, and give the video a thumbs up. So until next week, thank you for watching, take care, goodbye.